That is a stunning piece of wood. I would have never thought in a million years that that would have ended up coming out. Don't even see it very well because it's so shiny, the light's reflecting off of it. But I took that bottom. So this is the project. I'm calling it my prehistoric bowl, as you can see from the title. The reason being is because it's old, chunky and rough around the edges, just like me. So, sticky and horrible. So yeah, yeah, nothing else to say really. It's failed. No good. So I'll see you guys next week. Fresh new project, one that works. And take care. Speak to you soon, and bye for now. Good afternoon all, how is everybody? Hope you're all well, and welcome to the Nikki show, as I've just read in the chat. So welcome to each and every one of you. Hope you're all well, hope you've all had a great weekend so far. Cold here today, very cold.
It's not that cold, that's just because he's been sat on his bottom.
Started already. Can you see it started already? So anyway, today, hashtag week, as most of you have already guessed what it's going to be. Obviously Easter, it's a chicken. No, joking, it's an egg. Obviously there's not much else you can really do for Easter, so we thought we'd do an egg, but again, it's your interpretation of how you want the egg to become. I've got a piece of cherry here, depending on what it looks like, depending on what I do with it, whether I colour it, whether I don't, but we'll see what happens. Again, as I said from the start, it's all about your interpretations, and obviously nice bright colours are always good. So welcome to everybody in. I'm going to get started, and I'll get the better half, should we say, to welcome you all in.
Okie dokie, so welcome everyone. First on was Woodturning by Colin. We've got Brian at Woodturning. We've got Gary Glass. Woodturning by Barry. TJ Turner, Tipsy Turner. We've also got Val.
Hi Val. Just focus.
Dara's on as well.
Hi Dara, hope you're well. Just focus it in a little bit better.
Vincent Charlton, the Walesby Woodturner.
Oh, good afternoon. Is that someone new? Welcome.
Yep. Dr. Bob's on.
Hi, Dr. Bob.
He's got snow to shovel.
Oh.
After breakfast and Steve's hour, he said.
I'm glad to see you got your priorities right. All right, so that should focus a little bit better. That's better.
Chris Dodds is on.
Right, so
Michelle Elsby's on.
hi Michelle.
We've got Four King Owls is on.
Hi Martin, how you doing? Nice to see you.
Keith Jarvis is on.
So, just quickly, as you
Mark
can
the
see,
Gentleman Woodturner's on.
hi Mark. So as you can just
Colin
see,
Izzard's on. Don't speak over me.
this is quite an
Don't speak
off-shaped piece
over
of
me.
wood. So I'm just going to rough it down while Nick's doing her thing.
Paul Height and the Greasby Turners on. Norman Greenwell. Doug Miller was spun around. We've also got Susie Swiss is on.
Hi Susie.
He said Switzerland's very snowy.
Very snowy.
Michael McEwen's on. Brent Beecroft is on as well.
Brent.
Todd at Glen Cove Todd at Glen Cove Woodworks is on. Terry Bartlett's on as well. Joe Senior, hi Joe, hope you're well. Grandpa Jim Woodturner's on. From Michigan, USA. I like it when they put on where they're from, don't you?
Yeah, it's nice.
Because we do forget.
It's good to know that we're, they're coming from all over the world. So we can say.
Yeah. Roger Kent is on. Not heard of him before, but have you?
Hi Roger, welcome. This is your first time over?
Wayne the Woodturner's on as well.
Hi Wayne, how you doing, mate?
Pete from Twisted Trees is on.
Pete
from Twisted Trees is on.
Yeah, I heard that.
Oh, I think Glenn's on as well.
Thought it was an echo then.
Thought it was an echo then. Ash at Kitey Shed is on.
Good evening, afternoon, morning, morning.
My thing's just... Michelle Higgins is on. Benjamin's on.
Hi Ben.
So I've got to go back up the thing, so... Right. I can't go back. I can't. Jim Rablowski is on. Never heard of him either. Welcome.
Hi Jim, welcome. Welcome to all the new people.
Steve Fleming's on.
Hi Steve.
Steve, sing him a little song. Right. I think I've got everybody. Oh, Woodwork Learners on as well. Steve, why not make another egg out of resin so Brian gets inspiration? Thomas Hester is on from Alabama.
Hi Thomas, welcome to the channel.
And like I say, if I've missed anyone, just say you missed me, and I'll give you a shout out. But yeah, it's very busy on the chat today. Very busy.
So welcome to everybody in. Hope you're all well. Hope you all had a great weekend. So it's a little bit soft in places, I think, but we're hopefully going to cut through a lot of that.
Oh, I think Glenn's got a cold, isn't he?
Yeah, Glenn's not very well. Can we all send our best wishes to Glenn and Joe?
Oh,
Both,
no.
neither of them
Man
are very well.
flu is the worst. Oh my god, I bet he's dying. Oh, I bet he's like, oh. Man flu. I bet he's probably just sneezed.
So I think we're nearly
Oh,
round.
Amy's on as well. I missed Amy.
Hi Amy, how are you?
Amy.
Hope you're well.
Right, I think Roger Kent said he's been on many times, but he doesn't always make the lives.
Oh well.
Barry's Wood Creations. I don't know if I said him.
Hi Barry.
Oh, Wivey Woodshed's on as well.
Hi Andrew.
Oh, right. I'm tired now. That was hard work.
All right, let's have a look at that. So we're rough round other than that little tiny bit there, which we'll get rid of that. Got a nasty crack in there. Good job I might colour it. Right, so let's put a tenon on the bottom here so we can hold it in our chuck. And then we'll also put a tenon, well actually no, I won't put a tenon on top, I'll just leave it natural so that we can keep the tailstock up out of it. So I'm going to cut a tenon on there with a parting tool. Actually, let's use the other parting tool. Wider parting tool.
Door 60's on as well.
Hi door, hope you're well. So what we will do is we just clean this end up. Just to make it a little bit prettier.
Pete wants to know, do you think it's possible to peel the shell off a real egg with a skew?
Well, Pete, I'm sure you're a man to try it.
Barry's Wood Creations is on. He said I missed him. He's in sunny Wiz Beach. We know that, Barry.
Yeah. Sunny Wisbech with loads of roadworks tonight. Don't know what's going on. Yep.
Oh,
Down by where KFC, right through to the town.
That might be why Mum was asking about all the traffic the other day.
I took Casey into the industrial estate car park and she hopped across the road. Because I thought that'd be safer than walking across it.
I'm going to say she wouldn't have hopped.
Right, so that's a tenon on there. So we'll get that in the chuck. Snip that back in, put our tailstock back in place just to give us a bit of security till we get our rough shape drawn up. So now we can get our shape. This is going to be the bottom end of our egg. This is going to be the top. So let's get a bowl gouge and start getting a bit of shape on there and seeing what we come up with. I've just used the bowl gouge, 3/8 bowl gouge just to rough shape this. So what we'll do, as always, we'll run this for 2 weeks. Whoops. Run this for 2 weeks, and then I think that'll be Easter weekend when that's when we'll be doing it. It smells funny, this does. So Easter weekend will be the 18th. No, what's Easter weekend, Nick? Please.
The Good Friday is the 15th.
So that'll be 16th, 17th,
17th.
17th.
Easter Sunday.
Right. So that's when we'll if people can get their pictures through to me by the 15th, the Good Friday.
Pete from Twisted Trees has given you a donation. Are you going to use a skew on this one?
I doubt it very much, Pete. I'm waiting for some lessons from the man.
Woodwork learner wants to know when the important carrot chopping starting. Soon. It will be soon.
It will be soon.
Just haven't 5 minutes.
So I apologise. I've had a couple of messages from people that apparently I missed them off on the top hat montage. So I do apologise for that. But I will be double checking my emails, and if I did miss them off, then I will be adding them in and relaunching it. So like I say, I do apologise for that. Oops. Get that bit out of the way.
Why did you say that, Mark? Of course I'm speaking to you.
For now.
Yeah, maybe change my mind next weekend. Yeah, you better be nice to me today. Because I'm off work all week, so I've got a good week to plan something. Revenge is sweet, you know.
So, get our shape, our rough shape. So we're looking for, on this hashtag week, we're looking for some nice, vibrant coloured Easter eggs. It'd be nice.
Woodwork learner said, are you on Nicky's list too, Mark? Oh, he's always on my list. He's been on my list from the day I met him. Robbo Robson's on. Good
Hi,
day,
Robbo.
all.
Hi, Robbo. Hope you're well. Just put a decent line in there.
Philip
actually.
Moss is on.
Hi, Philip. Welcome. Is that your first time to the channel, Philip?
I think that's first I heard his name. Mark said, don't say I'm on your list too. I can't keep up.
He's on everywhere, as this Mark is. Right, so I'm just going to get a spindle gouge and just clean that bottom edge up with the spindle gouge. I'm going to try and keep a decent flat on the bottom of there so it can sit on. So just gently curve that round.
Oh, Woodturning, Barry's got to go. He said he'll catch up later.
See you later, Barry. Have a good day. Thanks for coming over, mate. So we've just got a little bit of a hump in there. I don't know if you can see that. So we'll just feather that out. It's better. So let's have a look at the damage. See if it's still got any cracks in it, or whether we got rid of past the cracks. No, still got a crack in there. Crack in there.
Robbo put as well as can be expected, given the circumstances. Yes, the clocks have gone back.
Good man. Good man. Right, so I think I could just do a gentle pass from there all the way around to there to get that little bit of tear out of there.
Philip Moss said he's only here till 2 because he's got a pint waiting.
Oh, I don't blame you, mate.
Oh, right. Sorry, Mark. He said, Nicky, I asked if Steve would consider using a jam chuck instead of a tenon, but you accidentally didn't see it, lol. Return of my Barry said, family just descended on me by all. Take care, Barry.
See you later, Barry.
Wood Wizardry by Colin says Cherry has a lovely grain.
Yeah, it does, but it's a shame it's got that crack in it. This is an offcut from when I did the wooden bowl. So I didn't want to throw it away, but I thought that'd be good enough for this. But what I'm going to, because I'm going to colour it, I'm going to get that out of my mouth.
That's like an acorn now.
Yeah, I'm going to fill this crack, and then we're going to colour it anyway, so it doesn't matter. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make sure this chuck is tight.
Robbo said, Steve, you don't have to do that if you use a skew. Just saying.
Him and his skew, Robbo and his skew.
Don't you like using a skew then, or?
I don't mind using a skew. It's just I don't feel confident enough to do it on a live. You know what I mean? I do it privately.
Yeah, he needs some skew lessons.
Well,
Anyone
I'm
offering?
hoping my man Terry said he'd give me some when he comes down. So.
I suppose I better get prepping this veg.
Oh, if you must.
I know, but if I don't do it now.
Right, so that's my egg shape.
Yeah, just to hear Casey's room. It's got the tiniest room in the house, but because she's got long hair, all blinking sticks in the carpet.
What has it got sticks in the carpet for?
You're not funny.
Right, so let's get these bits repaired. So a little bit of cellulose sand and sealer. Actually, it don't matter, does it? Because we're going to sand. Oh no, because of colour. Right, so a little bit of cellulose sand and sealer on the cracks, just so.
So Woodwork Learner said, for anyone interested, no one. I officially moved to a new place on Friday. And Mark said, private skewing. Ew, pervert. Sid's repurposing is on.
Hi, Sid, how you doing, mate? Right, so just let that dry a little bit, and then we'll get some thin super glue to start with, just to fill up the crack, just to make it secure.
Thick super glue.
Yeah, it's supposed to thick.
Is that thin super glue that needs to come in the house to super glue that board?
No. No, it's not. Just dry that off. Now the reason I put
Colin, I am going to do. I'm going to chop carrots.
The reason I put cellulose sand and sealer, if you're doing a nice piece and you don't want the super glue soak into the grain, the cellulose sand and sealer will just prevent your super glue soaking into the grain, so it won't be too bad. It doesn't make much difference here, but obviously we don't want too much over our grain because we're going to colour it. I'm actually going to colour it and not stain it, so it doesn't really matter. If we were staining it, we wouldn't want any super glue on the grain at all. Let me get a thin nozzle for that.
Gary said, I know a corporal skewing. Any relation?
Corporal skew. Thin nozzles, where are they? Think about this box here.
Benjamin said, whenever I hear the name Sid, I think of the character from Toy Story. Tommy's workshop's on.
Hi, Tommy, how you doing? Oh, come on, laughing out the blooming box, look.
So Woodwork Learner's moved and got more tool space.
Good man, good man.
Klondike Craftsman's on.
All right, Lewis, how you doing, mate?
God, it's cold in here.
You having a laugh, you are? You told me to turn the heater off.
Fingers have been rushing around. I was hot now. Cool down. Oh, I ain't finished my coffee. I bet it's cold.
Right, so
Damn shame.
Nice thin nozzle. Whoops. Comes out quicker out that one. It did a traditional nozzle. So we're putting thin in first, so that soaks down into the grain, or down into the crack, should we say. And then we'll put some medium over the top of it. Can't remember what you're saying.
I said, I can't believe I've got all this bench and I've got a tiny bit of space.
Can't believe some people can.
Mark said, you've got to use grit, Steve, because Glenn's at death's door.
Just spray some activator on that. It's being thin, that'll run out if not. So I'm not majorly worried, I just want to stabilise them really so they don't fly apart when we're sanding up. Do do do. What I'll do, just let that dry for a few seconds.
Where's the power button for this?
For what?
Oh, sorry, I got it. I could hear noises outside as well. I wanted a Ring doorbell, but I think the amount of time Steve's in and out of the house, I think I'll just get really tedious.
Because I keep pressing it. Get rid of that.
Right, I've missed some of the chat. What's going on? Benjamin, Sid said, Benjamin, I think it's better than the Ice Age, Sid. Radar's on, Radar Woodturner.
Hi, Radar, how you doing? I'll just have a quick drink of a drink.
Phillips asked how much is the parking at Maker Central.
I think it's about, I think when we went, it was I think it was about 12 quid for the day, but well, last time we went, we parked at, where did we stay? The Hilton, didn't we?
Yeah, Mark said it's about £12.
And I think the Hilton was I think it was about £24 for the weekend for the parking. Right, so we're just going to...
Chris Dodd said, Steve, it looks like an Easter ostrich egg. Mark said the parking at the NEC is about £12. And Mike Walt's on.
Hi, Mike, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you over.
Brian Watkins is on.
Hi, Brian. I hope, Mike, you're feeling better. Mike's had COVID, I believe, so hope you're feeling better, mate.
Amy, we've done away with the list. There's too many people what's going on. Just couldn't keep up with it.
What's that for?
We used to have that list, didn't we? People who was on.
Oh, yeah, that keeps changing. Oh, God, it keeps changing. Can't see really strong.
It just was taking us. We had pages and pages of them, didn't we?
Yep. All right, so I'm just going to...
Steve's quite good. He's got used to most of them now.
Just going to quickly run this gouge over this just to clean any super glue off of it. And then we'll get some colours out and get it nice and bright colours on it. Get it sanded up.
Dara said, SK, it will it will just look like it's hatching.
Yeah, with the cracks in it. I'm just going to remove some of this.
Woodwork Girl said they're not tool marks caused by using a skew then.
No. Not tool marked, mate.
Oh, Pete's got some useless information.
Go on in,
He
Pete.
said an ostrich egg takes 55 minutes to soft boil from the Department of Useless Information. 55 minutes.
That's a cracking bit of information, that is.
You're not funny. Chris Dodd said paint it green. It could be an Easter emu egg. They're green, aren't they?
I've got super glue all over me. I don't get super glue all over me.
Steve, did you ever think that you would have such an international and global watched programme? No, he didn't.
No, I didn't expect. I never expected anything, mate. When I did my first YouTube video, I was thinking, if this gets 1 view, I'll be ecstatic.
He never in a million years thought he'd be doing this.
Right. So
someone has said to you 5 years ago, you'd be doing YouTube videos, you'd laughed in their face. No, probably a bit longer than that, actually. You've probably been doing it a while now, haven't you?
Just over 3 years I've been doing it.
You'd have just laughed, wouldn't you?
Just over 3 years I've been doing YouTube.
One sentence from your daughter and that was it.
Oh, you know, I'm always up for a challenge. Someone goes, something rough in there, well, that's fine, is it?
So she weren't very old when she said it, was she?
No, right.
Right, let's see what's going on in the chat. Wayne Fennell's on.
Hi, Wayne.
Amy said ostrich egg is tasty. Douglas Mungham's on.
Hi, Douglas.
Todd said, how many... There you go, you might know this, Pete. How many people does an ostrich egg feed?
My question is, I've got a question for Pete. How many loaves of bread would it take to soak up the yolk of an ostrich egg?
Mike Walt's on the mend.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it, mate.
Woodwardsley by Colin said, always wanted to try ostrich egg. Had an ostrich burger the other day. Very nice. I used to do them when we used to go to some of these
farmers markets.
Yeah, Christmas ones, didn't they?
There are actually people in the UK now who are breeding ostriches and kangaroos for their meat in the UK.
Yeah, I don't fancy that. Don't mind venison burgers. Oh, Glyn, he's not that ill. Are you yoking, Pete? You'd need a whole loaf of bread for soldiers, said Chris.
Can't be a nice
Mark,
dippy
there
egg.
is no telling, mate. And he didn't even have to have a drink.
What? What's the matter now?
He said we'd be making jokes like that next weekend. Chris Dodd said 1 Ben or 3 humans. Benjamin said it's a good thing this egg is made of wood so that it won't crack when Steve inevitably drops it. Robert said Pete depends on how hungry they are. And Pete said only 1 loaf. Steve just needs to be a big one. Benjamin's put how rude, Chris. Colin said venison's lovely too. Ireland sell those type of burgers, or used to anyway, says Woodwork Learner. Douglas said, Nikki, you never know until you try. I don't, yeah, I'm a bit, ain't I? Oh, yeah, Dara said she had some venison processed to a burger with bacon in it. Yeah, I could eat venison, but just...
I did some pigeon burgers once, didn't I?
Yeah. You don't get much off them, though, do you?
You need a lot of pigeons to make a burger.
Our neighbour, he used to go rabbit shoot and he ended up with loads of rabbits and his kids wouldn't eat it if they knew it was rabbit. So he'd like minced all up, didn't he, and done all different things with it and they didn't even know they was eating it. He told them it was chicken, didn't he, or something?
Yeah.
They didn't have a clue.
Right, so we'll sand this.
That's why Steve's not allowed to cook.
Did you hear that, folks? Did you hear that? Just repeat what you just said.
Yeah, but you don't cook because
no, hang on, just repeat what you said.
You're not allowed to cook because you could end up with things like that.
See? If it's edible.
He can cook. He just don't time anything. So, like, I remember coming out of hospital after having Casey, and him and Chloe had got all the stuff to do a roast dinner, and nothing's ever together. So by the time you get it, it's all cold.
It's not cold.
I say to him, "How long's that got?" Well, that's got half an hour, and they're done in 10 minutes. You know.
No, you're exaggerating. What do you think
love,
microwaves?
You know what?
What do you think microwaves were invented for?
Absolutely love for you to cook me a roast dinner.
Well, when the kids leave home, I'll do you one.
Why have they got to leave home?
Because there'd be less to do.
Oh, Philip said try some squirrel. Oh, I don't know.
It's a delicacy, isn't it, squirrel?
Dara said rabbit's is delicious.
The only thing I find with rabbit, there's not a lot of fat on it, so it's not very tasty. You got to put stuff in it to make it taste. Where gamey meat like pigeon, venison has all got quite a bit of fat in it, so it's got some taste to it.
My friend used to make a terrine. Is it called a terrine?
Yep.
Where you put all the different bits in. That weren't too bad. He also did. Was that pigeon? He did wrapped in bacon that time.
No, it was rabbit and venison. Shoulder, saddle of venison wrapped in bacon.
Woodwork Learner put no pets left then, Nikki. Mike's got to go. Enjoy the rest of the demo all. Cheers for now. Take care, Mike, won't you?
See you later, Mike. Right, let's have a look at that.
Chris Dodd said, I wonder if you ate a clown, would it taste funny?
Very good, very good.
Glyn said he can testify to your barbecue skills. He's good on a barbecue. But he expects everything to be delivered to him. So I have to get all the burgers ready and they have to be delivered to him on a plate. I have to get him plates out, all his tools, the towel, everything. All he does, shut up, all he does is stand there and cook. He does nothing else. Don't prepare nothing.
All good chefs have sous chefs.
You'll get sous chef. Don't do anything.
All right, Nikki Chef then.
Yeah, don't call me Sue. You will get slapped. Oh, Ruth's on.
Hi, Ruth.
Oh, she said they had guinea pig in Peru. It was delicious. Michael said rattlesnake is tasty.
Rattlesnake is the only animal ever born with its own musical instrument. Right, sun these up. 320 this one. What colours do you reckon we should have this, Nick?
I don't know.
Would you like a nice bright egg? No, you're not talking to me?
I'm busy just doing something. Just wait.
See, she can't multitask. Supposed to be a woman.
Douglas said, Steve, was that the one you found in the hedge, Green Lane?
What's that?
I don't know.
No, we didn't see a rattlesnake. I see a adder. I see an adder.
Woodwork Learner said, I've had a few flies when I used to ride a motorcycle. Tipsy Turner said pastel pink. Yorkshire said gritty brown.
Gritty brown.
Shush, Terry. He's waited on all the time.
Who's that? Is that my man
it's
Terry?
your birthday, Steve. You should be Terry Bartlett. It's your birthday, Steve. You should sit back and relax and be waited on.
That's not my birthday yet, Terry. Not till next weekend. It's my birthday.
He will not be waited on.
You're right. I won't be.
Terry's fell asleep.
What? Terry Bray?
Bray, yeah.
Terry, wake up! So I've got some spray cans here of different colours. So let's see what vibrant colours I've got in spray cans. I have yellows, oranges, reds, blues. Ooh, metallic purple. Metallic blue. Another orange. What we got here? Another purple. Urban fine art yellow. That's fluorescent, I think. Another blue. What's that one? It's gloss red. So what colours are we reckoning in them? Right, so I'm going to sand and seal this first.
Got green and yellow, blue and yellow, walnut colour for Ben.
Walnut colour for Ben. I'm going to do
Douglas said the deer you barbecued.
Oh no, that didn't find that green. No, I had that. I'm quite lucky. I'm with a group of friends who quite often go deer shooting. So I did some work for a guy. Actually, I straightened out his scope because he knocked his gun over and bent his scope, and that was let's put it this way, it was a good 2 foot out of true when you zeroed it in, and or tried to zero it in. So I straightened his scope out for him, and he said, "What do you want for doing it?" I said, "I'll have a deer." So he got me a deer for doing it, and me and my mate grollicked it in the garage to Nick's disgust.
Ain't the first one or the last, no doubt. Todd said, "Is Terry falling asleep a reflection on today's content or just old hobbit age?"
Thanks, Terry, for
Grandma
that.
Ruth 2 said that woke him up, Steve. Mark said blue and yellow Ukraine colours. Dr. Bob put give the Nicky and what's his name show a big thumbs up.
Thanks for that, Dr. Bob. What's
Colin
his name?
said metallic purple. Susie
Right.
said all metallic colours. Roy's the boys on.
Hi, Roy.
He's still waiting for his extractor hood before he can use his new lathe. Tipsy said he retracts his pink suggestion in favour of Mark's. The blue and yellow Ukraine colours. Brian Watkins, alternate stripes of wood grain and colours. Got a lot of blue and yellows, mate.
Yeah, I thought it might be. Right, so that's denibbed. Just going to Scotch Brite that, just to give that something to key to. So it gives it a little bit of a scuff up. Right, this might be a stupid question, but which way round are the Ukraine colours? Is it blue on top or yellow on top?
I will search.
So we will
on
do
my
it.
extra machine.
Yeah, she's luxury today. She's got 2 screens because I was fed up with
because I keep messing up the top one. Blues on top, yellows on bottom.
Right, so that's what we'll do. Is everybody agreement to that? We'll do it to support our Ukrainian friends. Right, so let's get some masking tape. So we're going to find rough middle line. So what are we doing first? Blue on top.
Roy said he was let down on the draw unit.
Draw unit.
Yeah, blue on top, yellow on the bottom.
Actually, that tape's a bit thick for that. Let's get some pin line tape. Where's that gone? Rubber cupboard. So we get some pin line tape for the fine line. I can find it. Oh, what have we done with that? Oh, here it is. Right in front of my face. So this is always good if you want a nice sharp line. Is that good? Look, you can't get off the roll. There you go. So we're going to go for a nice smooth round line through the middle. Not quite that line. Got a bit of a kink in there. Not quite, nearly. Jeez. Like that. And what that'll do is that'll give us a nice crisp line when we pull off the tape. And what we can do then, we can put our other tape over the top of that. That'll do. So we'll do a yellow one first. So I've got 2 different yellows here. I've got quick dry and gloss yellow, or enamel, Halford's enamel.
Paul Finley would turning at home's on.
Right, Paul, how you doing? So we use this one. I've never used this one before. This is from a Cheap Jack shop. Oh, I have used it. I apologise. So it's from a Cheap Jack shop. So give it a good shake. How you doing, Paul?
Amy said, Steve, do you prefer working with wood or resin or both equal?
I enjoy both, to be perfectly honest, Amy. The only thing I've got against the resin is the mess. I started off using or doing resin. That's what really got me into turning. But like I say, I enjoy doing both. It's just the mess with the resin. It just gets everywhere and it covers you. It gets all wrapped around your machine. It takes twice as long to clear up. But saying that, you can get some really nice pieces with resin. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really say I prefer either or, but like I say, I do. That's the only thing that pushes me away from the resin because of the mess. With the resin, you've got to be a little bit more careful when you turn it because obviously if you dig the gouging too harsh, that'll splinter and shatter. But once you get a nice finished piece, you get a nice finished piece. You know what I mean? It's yeah, swings and roundabouts really.
Douglas Mangum says, Steve, I hear roadkill tastes better.
Oh no, well, I don't know about that. Depends on I've been sat there. So what I'm shaking is, if you guys didn't come over Friday, this is the bowl I did Friday night. Very pretty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my maker mark in the bottom of that. So if you didn't get a chance to hop over and see it, when you get a chance in the week.
Woodwork Learner said, shame Mike's not on. He'll tell you how to use that masking tape, Steve.
Yeah.
Woodwork Learner.
He is the man for masking tape. I'm just gonna take that line there a little bit lower.
Tipsy Turner said, cover your lathe. Protect from the paint.
Oh, I'm going to put a board on it. I will put a board across the bedways, but the extraction will be on, so the extraction will suck most of it up, mate, anyway. So we might have to give this a couple of coats. It says it's quick drying, but when quick drying is how quick drying, we do not know, but we'll see. So we'll turn the lathe on low, turn the extraction on, and we'll see. Very vibrant yellow. So we just dry that off with a hot air gun. Get a couple of coats on it. Obviously, when you're drying off a hot air gun, don't get too close because you will blister your paint. Let's see if that's dry. Well, that's nice because you can still see the grain through that. That's nice. So I'll give it another coat. Just dry it off again. That smell funny, that paint. Still tacky, guys. So what's everybody up to at the weekend? Hope you had some workshop time. I think Nick's fell asleep.
So, just sort something out, for goodness sake. Trying to find some diesel.
Diesel?
Yeah.
Well, if you don't got none, you won't be able to go anywhere. So, you know, you're on holiday after all.
Woodwork Learner said that was a nice bowl. Douglas Mungham said stunning bowl.
Thank you.
Woodwork Learner said, are we going to be watching paint dry again? Woodwork Learner said his lens just turned dark. Doug Miller said, did we lose Nikki's sound? No, sorry, I was just sorting something else out.
So that's still quite tacky, that. All right, so I don't know if I'm going to put any more yellow on that. That's quite nice because you can still see the grain coming through that. So let's peel this tape off. Get rid of this one. Now, question is...
No, you're not allowed to ask questions. Got a swarm in there now.
You can't please some people, can
Did you
you?
turn the heating up?
No. You've been thinking, haven't you?
brain's working overtime.
Right, so we'll stick another bit of tape on that, but just so we can see the yellow. So what that'll do is when we put the blue on it, obviously give us a nice tight line. But we don't want to pull off the yellow. That's the tricky thing, so we don't want it on too long. Because the longer you leave tape on, the more stuck it becomes. And then you can cause yourself issues with pulling it off. Do you know, if I put my glasses on, I'd perhaps see better, wouldn't I? Got to start wearing glasses more often. That's no good. The joys of getting old and decrepit.
Speak for yourself.
Well, you're already decrepit. Right, so get on there, get on there. So that one needs to go that way a little bit. Right, that'll be there. So let's get a bit of tape on there, but not push the tape down like we did on the other one. Just try and keep it on the dark blue, and then just rely on the rest of the tape to take the weight of the other bits. What we'll do is we'll blow it that way to. Right, so what colour are we doing? This blue, aren't we? So I've got Gadget Blue, it's called. So it's this colour.
Take it you're reading the chat yourself.
I've just seen Mark's comment.
Steve's no dead man walking. He's always a dead man walking.
So let's change that camera, see if we can get a bit better look at it. Oh, camera's just gone
Woodbridge
black.
Colin said, damn, wearing my sunglasses. Tipsy Turner says, I went to my cricket farm to hatch the babies and put them into their homes.
Nice.
Okay. Doug Miller said he was given a pear tree yesterday, still have to pick up half of it.
I did see the picture of that, Doug.
Oh, I've lost screen.
No, that's all right.
Oh.
Let's come back.
Douglas Mungham, Steve, what's the best make of matte emulsion, please?
Best make of a matte emulsion. I would say either if you're buying it from places like B&Q and all that, either Johnson's or Deluxe. Preferably Johnson's I'd go for because that's more trade. With Deluxe you buy from places like B&Q, it's actually not as concentrated as what we get it from the wholesalers. So I'd go for a Johnson's paint. Who was it, sorry?
Douglas Mungham.
Douglas is in the UK, isn't he? I believe so.
I think so, yeah.
So yeah, Johnson's all Deluxe I would go for, mate. Or Crown, that's another good one. Crown's another good one. So
Amy said our fuel prices are starting to go down again, but still blooming expensive. Ours are. Todd said, did you see any partridges in the pear tree, Doug? Woodwork Learner said 163.9 for petrol and 174.9 for diesel around here. That's about what it is around here, give or take, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've had 168.9 for diesel, but can't get it at the minute. Doug said no, just more work than I'm used to. Paul Finley said, hi Steve, the bowl you did Friday was stunning.
Thank you, Paul. Yeah, I might have a run in there.
Woodwork Learner said, Steve, I've worn glasses since I was 14. It's only lately I've needed jam jars.
Yeah. I've been quite lucky. I've not had to wear glasses until I was in my early 40s, so I've been quite lucky, I suppose.
Woodwork Learner said, ours is per litre, not gallon. Copper our wood turning's on.
Good afternoon. Ours works out at the moment over 10. Well, is it £10 a gallon? £1.78 times by 4.54. So whatever that works out. But America's their gallons are smaller than ours. I think their gallons are only about 3.5 litres to ours.
Glyn said, Joe says Crown is best. She won't buy anything for me to paint. Anything else? Won't buy anything for me to paint with. I think it means anything else.
Yeah, Crown is good. Crown, like I say, deluxe. If you get it from if you get in, if you go into a wholesaler, it's like a proper paint place. Well, I use Johnson's because that's the company I use, but their deluxe will be thicker than what you'd buy over the counter at B&Q and that for sure, because it's deluxe trade. It's quite more condensed than. Yeah, I thought I did get some runs in there. Actually, looks quite cool. Them runs. Look. Looks like it's cracking open. Do I leave them runs in there or do I rub them out? What do you reckon?
I can't see it in a minute. Good work, Glenn. Said Glyn, Joe deserves a crown. Oh, it looks quite cool, actually. No, leave him.
I've got to go over another Coke, it's too thin anyway.
That stinks.
Thanks, I've had a shower today.
You know what you could do with? Short sleeve smock.
Ha 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 ha, you funny.
One that you can have badges on.
What, like I'm 21 badge?
What we're going to have, you have your name on it. I spelt T-W-A. Jim said, any issues with the lathe? I'm debating going with record power.
No, I had a few issues. Go on, sorry.
Coronet envoy?
Yeah. I had a few issues, not issues, it used to slow down and stop.
Phil's got to go get his pint. Take care, Phil. Enjoy.
See you later, Phil. Thanks for coming over. It kept stopping or slowing down and stopping, and sometimes when I turned it off, it wouldn't come back on. I had to disconnect it from the mains and leave it for. But to be honest, Record Power sorted it. I messaged Record Power, told them the issue I had. They collected it. They tested it. They did what they did to it and shipped it back to me within about 3 days. I mean, I told them this was on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. I think it did it to me on a Sunday live. I messaged them on that Sunday. They messaged me back on the Monday. Arranged to collect it. I think it was the Tuesday. I took it off the machine. And I said to them, look, if you can get it back to me on the Friday, that'd be great because I'm doing a live. And to be honest, it got delivered on the Friday, but I just didn't get a chance to put it back together. So, you know, I mean, it was really good, very professional. And they sorted the problem out. I think Record Power's aftercare service is pretty good. I know when they had issues with the, I don't know if it was the Envoy or the Regent, with the center bolt, the support bolt being faulty. I know they sorted everybody out, replaced them all. So, you know, I mean, I think they are fairly good.
John Scarborough's on.
Who?
John Scarborough.
All right, John, how you doing?
We're having chunky carrots.
It's actually a nice blue, that is. And it dries quicker than the yellow did. Do I need to put another coat over that? No, I don't think so, do I? So let's get that off. Hopefully that's not going to pull the yellow off. That's a good start. I had a knife there somewhere. What have I done with that? Here it is. Get that off. That's trouble. Let's just pull some little tiny bits off of the yellow there. I don't think it's enough to see. So there we go. There's our egg to support our Ukrainian friends. So what I will do, just quickly put these away. Get these out of the way. Got all these 30,000 tins out now, all on the bench. So do I leave it like that, or do I put some coloured spots on it, Nick? What do you reckon?
I don't know. Ask the chat.
What's people think? Do I leave it like that, or do I put some coloured spots on it to make it look more like an Easter egg?
Right, just quickly, Colin said only problem he's had with his record DML320 is the tailstock stock quill getting stiff. Brian said Regent was the faulty headstock bolt. Record power was superb in sorting it out. He said thanks. Currently using a Delta MIDI. Glad to hear they have good support.
They do have good support.
Learner said only problem with my record lathe is a faulty user.
To be honest, Colin, if you strip your quill out properly, mine was exactly the same. If you strip your quill out and take off, let me get it on a camera so I can show you, which will be easier. Let me move this ball out of the way. You have spill it out, Stephen. When you take your quill apart, you have to. Are we on camera there? Right. So when you take this part, when you take the quill out or take the quill apart, what happens is these sides, this grub screw and this locating screw running, they get burred up. So what you need to do is take it out, and those two there, get a flat file and take them down. Take them down quite a bit. Don't be frightened to take them down a good half mil or 3/4 of a mil. So then what that does is that reduces the friction as they come through. Then what I found with mine is if you didn't do this up tight when you was using as a support or whatever, this would move because there's quite a bit of play in that. That would move and then cause more burrs on there. Then that would bind up. But as you can see, I've taken mine out and done mine, and mine goes in and out really, really smoothly now. And the other thing you want to do is take the whole lot out, take the circlip off the end, take the whole lot out, and the thread that goes in the quill, make sure it's perfectly clean. Because if it's not clean, it will cause issues with it winding because they get clogged up with dust. Don't grease it. You want to get some dry PTFE spray and spray that over it. Then that'll work a lot better, mate. Like I say, I've done that with mine, and I've not had no problems with it. I've got pulled that blooming yellow off there with that tape. Let me just get a brush and see if I can touch that up. So what's the chat saying about leaving this, colouring it, dotting it, what?
You can read it.
I can't touch this up at the minute. I'm just going to spray a little blob on this.
Gary Glass said, I think you've cracked it. Leave it. I say leave it. Do a Friday live and put colour spots on. Oh, the one you do Friday. Rex B's on. Hello, Rex. He said, like the colour spots, what is your technique for taking the paint off the chuck?
Cellulose thinners.
Susie says, leave it as it is, leave it. Christina and Michael Heseltine are on.
Hi, Michael and Christine. Hope you're both well.
Amy said some peace signs. Yeah, we won't do that. Grandma Ruth said, excellent work.
Thank you, Ruth. Do you think I've cracked it?
Yeah, leave it. I think is.
So I've got
Pete
some bits.
said, paint a ribbon on the middle to hide the damage.
Yeah, I'm going to touch it up. But that's the yellow is still quite soft, so every time I touch it, it's just pulling more off. So I'll leave it to dry a little bit and then I'll finish it. But I can part it off. Let me just dry a little bit better first, so I can touch it, and then we'll get it parted. That's the only trouble with not leaving it, because obviously the paint is still tacky. When you put a tape on it, you're relying on the the adhesion between the paint and the wood, and because the paint's still wet, it's not enough.
Susie said you could put a golden line where the colours join.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good idea, Susie. That is.
Woodwork Learner said leave the jokes to Nikki, Steve.
I could put a gold line on there. What have I got that I could put in there? What would be a gold paint, doesn't it, really? What have I got? What have I got? What have I got? I've got this abstract paint. Fine brush. Or a decent wide brush. Let's have a look at that one there. Ooh, I like that one. That one there, I reckon. So, let's get some gold. Where's my board gone? I'm just going to put a blob of gold on here.
Glue a ribbon around it, Amy said.
Put a bit of gold, and we'll just put a gold line around the middle of that. Or we'll try anyway. If the gold paint will stick to it. Which you don't look like it's going to. No, gold's not going to stick to it. Okay. What a gold pen, don't I, really?
I ain't got a gold pen.
I know I ain't got a gold pen.
Might have a gold bit of ribbon.
You might have.
Can we go and have a look?
Yeah, please, if you don't mind.
It'll be a while, but I'll be back.
I'll be back. We'll see if we've got a gold ribbon to stick around it. That would be a nice finish to it, actually. Could do gold glitter, but clean that brush out. Move that out of the way. So I take it that's Terry's live he's put in there for Grandpa Jim. I'm going to part it because there's a flat on the bottom, mate. So that'll be actually sat on the bottom, but it's like undercut on it, so that'll sit nice and level. But if not, what I'll do is if we ain't got nothing, what I'll do is I'll part it now, and then I'll sort something out and put some pictures up of it later on. That's a good idea, Glyn. God, that is a tremendous idea, Glyn. Do you know what? I know why I'm friends with you now, Glyn. Oh, push a bit harder than that. Still a bit harder than that. It's funny how that's gone out of shape that much. The only trouble is now, Nick's going to come back in here and say, I've got you a bit of ribbon. And I'm going to tell her I don't need it. She's not going to be very happy. But I'm going to blame Glyn. Alright, let's try the gold paint on that then. Where's my gold paint? Go. That looks better. Bit of gold in there now. I think it's actually moved. The piece of wood has moved, I think. There you go. So we'll part it off now before she comes back. She's not going to be happy. She's not going to be happy. So I'm just going to put a slight undercut on this. Making sure all you're clean. I see a lot of people moan on Facebook that when you're parting off, they find that it grabs their blade. What you need to do is make sure you've got a major opening for your blades. If not, it will overheat and grab. So final cut. Whoa, nearly. So let's get that out. Get it sanded up. So to get the paint off my chuck, what I use is cellulose thinners. Just to clean it up. So just going to nip the Jacobs. Let me in! Let me in! That's all right. That's all right. We've done it. Glenn came up with a good idea. Just take the paint off of it and do it that way, which is what I've done. I told him you wouldn't. I told him you wouldn't be very happy. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah. That's fine. We've done it now, baby. I told Glenn you wouldn't be happy. Mr. Senior's in trouble. Right, so let's just sand the bottom up. Yes, I did nearly drop it, but I didn't. It's a fine line between nearly and didn't. So let's just sand this up. So I'm not going to go major on the bottom. Let's just sand up to 120. That's enough. Are you sulking?
No.
Chuck you out. So.
Woodwork learner said Steve could not wait for you, Nikki. We did tell him to wait, but he wouldn't listen. No, no.
They lie. They lie. They lie, Nick. They're trying to get me in trouble.
I know.
They lie. Right, let's get it on a piece of wood then.
I think he done it on purpose.
Sit on a piece of wood. I don't know if this will be too high, but we'll have a look. Let's have a look. Tailstock. Is that too
Mark's
high? Oh.
not afraid of Nikki, are you? Going to put terrified.
So let's just focus that in a bit there.
Mark put a couple of gins and she'll have forgotten, mate.
So there we go. There's our egg. we go. Like I say, it's shame about that crack in it, but hey ho, it's what it is. So next, I did do, to be honest, I did one a couple of years ago, didn't I? Where I hollowed it all out and turned it into like a little.
I'm not going to get it.
No, don't expect you to.
You put a chocolate egg in the middle, didn't you?
Yeah, I did do it. So it was hollow inside on a little
Do you want
stand.
me to go get it?
No.
I will.
No, that's fine. No, that's fine. Yeah, I did do one. That's on my there's actual video on the channel, so pop back and have a look at it. But there you go. There's our Ukrainian egg. So yeah, to support our Ukrainian friends.
Well, check that order, Colin.
What order?
Just ordered a faceplate, buddy.
Oh, thank you, Colin. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I try and help and check it and stuff. So
yeah, so as you may or may not know, people may or may not know, I've now launched some more buddy range stuff. So it's on the Made Me store. If you know, even if you don't order the buddy range stuff, if you could go over and support the Made Me store, that would be very much appreciated. Thank you very much. And keep your eyes out for some giveaways as well, because I'm going to be over the next few months, as we bring other stuff out, I'm going to be doing some giveaways to promote the buddy range. So keep an eye out for those, and they will be on YouTube, Facebook, and also within the Made Me store. So yeah, keep an eye out for those. So anyway, hashtag Egg Week or Easter Week, whatever you want to call it.
Just before you carry on, Barry just wants to know what size did it and finish up.
The size of the egg is, hang on, put the light back on. So the actual height of the egg is 165 millimeters by a roundabout.
A roundabout? It's not the size of a roundabout.
Round about 120 millimeters in diameter. So 165 high, 125 in diameter. So yes, it's so yes.
Pete's put a link in.
Thank you, Pete. Thank you very much. I would imagine that's for my website. I have actually done a body range link on the website as well. So I've done a page dedicated to the body range. I will be updating some more information to it. I'm in the process of also doing a buddy range promotion video as well to stick on YouTube. So hopefully that will generate a little bit more inquiries as well. So anyway, hashtag Egg Week or hashtag Easter Week, whatever you want to call it. What should it be? Should it be hashtag Egg Week or hashtag Easter Week? What do you reckon?
Easter.
Easter, I think so.
I've just put the links in for Brian's live tomorrow and Terry Bray. Terry's gone because he's gone shopping.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you. Right, so egg, again, your interpretation of colours, shapes, whatever you want. Whether it want to be wood, plastic, resin, whatever you want to make it out of, make it out what you want.
They're putting, is Brian going to do a resin egg? Hashtag resin egg by Brian. You've done some resin ones, haven't you?
I've done loads of resin eggs. That's why I didn't do a resin one, because I'm always doing resin eggs. And I thought people might get fed up of it. So
I like them. I've got a couple on my table. I've got one with a.
Yeah, that was the reason why.
And one with
that's the reason why I didn't do. Here's one here. Look, this is how it's been sent here. Look, it's covered in dust. Look. That's why I didn't do a resin one, because I'm always doing resin ones, and I thought people would be fed up of it. So this is a resin one that I did. This is an egg I did with the trials I did for the different colours, all the little gummy bears in it. So that's one I did quite a while ago. So as always, it's your interpretation of egg. Some nice vibrant colours to be nice. I'm actually going to do another one as a video, which I'm going to launch on Easter weekend, or Easter, that week of Easter, sorry. And then hopefully be a bit more extravagant. Is that the word, extravagant? Yeah.
Extravagant.
Extravagant.
You made it funny and you did though. Extra special.
So everybody's saying Easter.
Hashtag Easter egg week.
Easter egg week.
I don't have to say week, does it? Say hashtag Easter egg.
Yeah. So.
Anyway, you've got to tell them as well about next week.
Right. So there will be no live next Friday night and next Sunday. The reason being is that some of the guys are coming up because it's that's my 50th birthday next weekend, and
Big 5-0.
Some of the guys
on order.
They're already in, mate. Some of the guys are coming up and celebrating the weekend with me, so very much appreciate that, guys. And so I'm not doing no live on the Friday night or the Sunday. If I get chance within the week to create a video, I will stick a video up. But other than that, there will be nothing from me on the Friday night or the Sunday. So I hope you have a great weekend over that. So as always, I appreciate you guys coming over and joining us. If you can get your pictures to me by the, what did we say? I can't remember what it was now.
17th.
No, it won't be before the 17th. Wants to be the Friday before the 17th.
Wait a minute, I'm on the wrong screen. The Saturday or Friday?
I'd like to get the pictures over by lunch. Well, close of play. No, actually, let's say close of play Friday night, because then I can remind people on Friday night on my live.
15th.
Yes, and then I'll do the montage for the 17th. So if you can get your pictures over to me via email at skkrafts@btnet.com. Nick's going to put a link in for me.
Get what?
What? Get what? Yeah.
Well, I'm a bit busy. Did you get what?
Put me email in, please. Can't Brian have that in by now?
Get Brian to do it then. Oh, I've got someone's YouTube. I don't know what that is.
So give her 2 screens and she's confused.
No, it's not. I'm not confused. It's just
So t-shirts. Mark mentioned the t-shirt. The t-shirt I'm wearing is the maker shirt. As you can see, got all the makers on it. We're selling these at the moment to towards this year's charity that we're going to do towards the end of the year. Not 100% what charity we're going to do at the moment. I need to speak to the guys and see what we want to do. So, but all the proceeds for these shirts are going to go to this year's charity. At the moment, we've made nearly, I think, $90. We make around about £2 a t-shirt, so we don't make a massive amount. But obviously, you've got the cost of the t-shirt, the printing, and this, that, and the other. So what we're going to do is,
but it's all going to charity anyway.
it's all going to charity. Yeah, it's all going to charity. No, I don't gain it. I'm not making anything out of any of it. So what we'll do towards the end of the year, we will relaunch the maker shirt for next year, and then what we'll do is we'll do exactly the same as we did this year. We sell us the square that you see. We'll sell the logo squares off for a £5 a logo, and then obviously that gives people chance to help this year, because that will go to this year's charity, and then obviously the t-shirts we sell throughout next year will go to next year's charity. So that obviously then just brings in a little bit more funds towards the charity. We made a massive amount last year. We made nearly £5 last year towards Salvation Army. I'm a little bit disappointed with Salvation Army, to be perfectly honest, because I've been emailing them since Christmas now, just to get a response to find out if they can give us a rough idea what the money we all raised, what that's going to go to. But I have not even had an email back from the Salvation Army. So I'm a little bit disappointed. I've tried phoning our local Salvation Army and also National Head Office, but I just can't get hold of them. So I'm a little bit disappointed with Salvation Army. So I would love to come back to you guys and say, with the amount of money we've raised, this is what's going to happen with these people. But unfortunately, I can only keep asking, but I've had no response. So, you know what I mean? I'll keep sending the emails, and as soon as I have a response, if I have a response, I will then let you guys know. But like I said, I'm a little bit disappointed with Salvation Army. I mean, we raised nearly £5,000 for them. It's a massive amount of money. At least they could do is send me an email just telling us roughly what the funds are going to go towards and how it's going to help. But unfortunately, they haven't.
Right,
So
anyway, can I just quickly say, Mark's put dun 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 50. Amy said whoop whoop. Keith Jarvis said enjoy your weekend. Pete said twist from Twister Tree said only 50. We'll have to send the card back and have 10 taken off. Colin said try being 60. Woodwork Learner said youngster Steve. Douglas said happy birthday in advance. Malcolm Douglas, have a good birthday weekend, both of you. Nice live, Steve and Nikki. Happy birthday in advance from Dara. John's got a question. It is there going to be a video of the birthday celebration, Steve? Do you know, we probably might do something, but Steve don't drink. He's teetotal, so he's not going to be drinking.
Yeah, but that's a good thing, because I know how they all act when they're drunk.
Lewis said it's a nice shirt, but the cool kids are on the back, so just turn around so people can see the back of the t-shirt as well, please. Brian's put email pictures to skkrafts. Brian, stop showing off. Mark's put email. John, we could use it to blackmail them. April's a very good month.
Excuse me.
Mark said she's been abusing the 2 screen setup, Steve. I love it.
She's been shopping and looking at the. I think that's what she's been doing.
Happy birthday, Steve.
Thank you, guys.
Michelle Higgins said, any way to get the shirts in the US?
Yes, if you go into the description of this video or any video on what's been there since last January, the Teesprings link will be in the description. When you go into the Teesprings website, you could select what country you're in, whether it be US, wherever, and then you can have them delivered to wherever you are. Because what they'll do is they'll go from a US distributor rather than a UK distributor. So yes, you can get them over the other side of the pond as well.
Wood Dudes on said, afternoon, I'm a tad late. You have missed it, mate. Colin said, that's a bit mean, isn't it? They should at least have the decency of thanking you. It's not a thank you he wants, it's just be nice to know what it was.
At the end of the day, I didn't do anything. I was not the one who raised all the money. I didn't want to thank you. It's just I wanted to let you guys know where the money was going to and what was being done with it. I don't want them to go, oh, thanks Steve for raising the money. I don't want that. That's not what I did it for. I did it to help other people, and I just wanted something to come back because you guys supported it, massively supported the auction that we did, and I could never repay what you've done to help me to do it. So I just wanted to thank you, not a thank you, that's the wrong way. I just want them to come back and say, this is what the money was going to do to help. So if it says we're going to use it to help this shelter, that shelter, whatever, I don't really care. I just wanted to let you guys know what the money was going to be used for. That's all I wanted to do. But unfortunately, they never come back and. Right.
Brian said you're showing off.
Who's showing off?
Oh no, he's showing off obviously with his email.
Yeah. Right. So, what else is there? I think that's it. We do, Steve. Can you drive us back to the hotel anytime, Pete? Not a problem at all, mate. I'd love to be 50. I'll tell you, I'm the only thing about being 50 that worries me is I know I'm over halfway through my life. That's what really concerns me. And there's so much more I want to do. Anyway.
Is that with me or without me?
Either or. I'm not fussed. No, I'm joking.
I saw something on Facebook the other day, I've just got to say, one of these TikTok videos, and this woman, she said, do you think we're going to get divorced anytime soon? And he went, I don't know, why? She said, but then don't we have to get a solicitor? Yeah. Do we have to fill in paperwork? Yeah. Have we got to do this? Have we got to do that? I was like, yeah. I was like, right, okay. Perhaps we won't bother.
Yeah.
We'll stay married. Too much hard work.
Yeah, sounds too expensive, divorce.
Yes. I'm expensive anyway, so.
You are. You're most expensive tool I've ever bought. So, how'd
they get a glimpse of me?
I think when you came around the corner.
When?
I don't know. See, the Nikki show has got the famous Nikki on screen.
The
so anyway, let's go. Let's knock on there. Right, it's 2:30. Right, so this is my egg. Ooh. How'd you go in? So,
I was going to say.
So this is my egg to support our Ukrainian friends. So I hope you enjoyed it. It's a couple of little bits that need touching up that I'll do. Then I'll get some photographs on social media of it. Again, it's your interpretations. Nice, vibrant colours. Something extreme. Something bright, something extreme. Send them over to me. We'll make a montage on. And I promise this time I will double check all my emails to make sure I don't miss anybody. I massively apologise anybody who I missed. So other than that, I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you massively for coming over and joining us. Like I say, no live tomorrow. Next Friday, next Saturday, so that'll be the 8th and the 11th. That's my birthday actually that'll be the 10th because it's my birthday on the Monday, which is the 11th. So no live on the 8th and the 10th. But like I say, if I do get a chance, I will stick up a video. But I'm sure, knowing that lot, there's going to be a pop-up live coming somewhere in the weekend. So make sure you just keep an eye on for it because you know what they're all like. They are absolutely mental. So anyway, thank you very much for coming over and joining us. Have a great week. I'm going to say goodbye. Nick's going to say
bye.
Take care, guys. Thanks for coming over and joining us. Have a great week. See you later. Bye.
Take care. Bye.
That's all, folks.